Hey, how's it going everybody? So in this video, I'll be doing an off-road review of our GX460. The main categories I'll be reviewing are reliability, capability, cargo space, and the aftermarket support. These were the main categories that I was considering when we were looking for an off-road or overlanding vehicle, but I'll be covering a lot in a short amount of time, so let's get into it. First up, we have reliability. As we all should know, the GX460 is based off the Land Cruiser Prado. Toyota loves to over-engineer their vehicles. The Prado line has proven itself time and time again all over the world. Daily driving and the moderate amount of off-road driving we do, the GX has not needed any repairs. With 124,000 miles on the clock now, only basic maintenance has been done. Toyota puts reliability above everything else when they design a vehicle. How much more apparent can they be when the 460 has been in production since 2009 and has yet to see any major changes? It's still the same motor, the same transmission, the same suspension. So on to capability, in the stock form per se. As earlier stated, the 460 is based on the Land Cruiser Prado 150. The bones of this truck were meant to be capable. Full-time four-wheel drive, low gear, KDSS, as well as the full-time 8-track system. Not much has to be done to the 460 to increase its capability. A good set of all-terrain tires and you are seriously ready to tackle most moderate trails. Which brings me to one of the major weaknesses of the stock 460, terrible clearances, especially for the 2014 and up models. It's to the point where you shouldn't be asking yourself, can it do it? You should be asking yourself, can it do it without any body damage? We chose the 2013 model specifically to mitigate the need to invest in a high clearance bumper immediately. The reason being is because the 2010 and 2013 models before the facelift had no front lips at the end like the 2014 and up do. Keep in mind, ours is still relatively stock. Small changes made like the tire size and the lift kit will help, but in reality, not necessary. Because at the end of the day, as long as you can protect the body, or if you don't care about damaging the body, the 460 is one of the most capable SUVs on the market. And mind you, that's a very short list nowadays. The footage that you're seeing now are from the recent trips that we did, and the GX has no issues with capability when it comes to these trails. But in all honesty, on these fire roads, we might as well have been driving on pavement. So now let's talk about cargo space. Another major flaw, in my opinion, the cargo space. When it comes to space, you're going to find yourself using different ways to carry all your gear. I believe the 460 has less usable cargo space than a 5th Gen 4Runner. Reason being, the 460 is very plush inside. All the panels seem overinflated, which takes up so much space on the inside. Which is why for my family's use, a roof rack was a necessity. One could technically pack the middle row with gear as well, but the middle row is usually reserved for our daughter, her personal stuff, our personal stuff like duffel bags or luggage. But since I mentioned roof rack, let's move on to aftermarket support. An aftermarket roof rack that was capable of handling hundreds of pounds of gear and accessories was important to us. When we purchased the custom roof rack for the GX, there weren't many other racks available on the market, and the ones that were offered were just simply out of our budget. But now there's a plethora of support, different brands and designs. You have Frontrunner, Prinsu, ProSpeed Rack, Victory 4x4, Ironman 4x4, just to name a few. And now you also have your accessories too, like Molly cargo panels, fold-down tables, accessory mounts. But suspension is probably by far the most supported component for the GX at this time. Brands like Radflow, Dobinson's, King's, OME, and of course Ironman 4x4 all have a wide range of options to fit your needs. And since we mentioned Ironman 4x4, one of the few aftermarket brands that have a huge variety of parts dedicated to the 460. Roof racks, snorkels, drawer systems, and suspension all can be found on their website. So now we can talk about bumpers and armor, which there are a lot of different companies offering these products. Ironman 4x4, Victory 4x4, ARB, LFD, CBI. But, the more I think of it, the more brands pop up. So actually nowadays the bumpers are one of the biggest supported components for the GX. So in conclusion, we were very pleased with the GX460. It checked off everything that we were looking for in an off-road vehicle. I gotta say it again, the GX460 is incredibly reliable, as well as incredibly capable out of the box. With all these aftermarket brands coming out to support the GX where it lacks, I mean, it's only gonna get better. So thanks again everybody for watching. I hope you found this information useful. Please give it a like, consider subscribing, and stay tuned for the next video.